Here I am, in the place to be. Mr. K&B, you can't fuck with me. Extra sexy, extraordinary. Palms are hairy, your mama pop.
What up, y'all? K&B, the sexy ninja, in the place to be for C Plus Studios. It has been a minute since you've seen my face. I've been more audio than videos. Well, you see me all over TikTok and everything like that, so I don't know why. But welcome. K&B, the sexy ninja for C Plus Studios and the Paper Saber universe. This is the Sexy Ninjacast. If you are new to C Plus Studios in general, we are a network of many entertainment things, things like we have such a huge archive now in our catalog, especially on YouTube. If you check out the feed for C Plus Studios, anywhere and everywhere you get podcasts, there's so many things. The Social Vent podcast that started this whole journey we were on now, and everything from pop fix to snack me's to that Juggalo vlogs to reviews to music. All this crazy stuff is archived under C Plus Studios. And moving forward, we have the Sexy Ninja Cast and we got the New World Podcast, 2 podcasts brought to you by me. And someone asked me, like, why don't you just have the Sexy Ninja Cast be everything? I was like, well, the New World Podcast, because there's so much going on in professional wrestling. I know a lot of people that are not hardcore wrestling fans and they rather hear about my other fandoms and stuff like that. So I was like, okay, cool. I will separate the pro wrestling and put it into this nice little box called the New World Podcast, and I'll create the Sexy Ninja Cast that will talk about all my other loves and fandoms and music and everything like that. My journey through this crazy world that we're living in and everything like that. I had some changes has happened. If you notice, we got new logos, we got a new brand and this and that. And the brand itself going forward is C Plus Studios, like you know it, but it's me, KMB. The Sexy Ninja, the one and only. Me and Phil have moved on our separate journeys, and there's no bad blood, there's no beef, because once I started making the changes on our social medias, changing logos, changing the brand itself, and changing the description of what C Plus Studios is, and trademarking the Paper Saber universe and all that. I got a lot of questions thrown at me, and a lot of them are like, what's going on? Oh my goodness. And I know he had stuff on his end and he's addressed it. He also has his own new feed for his podcast. You should go check it out. It is Big Daddy Forever. If you type in Spotify, it was really easy to find. You'll probably find old episodes he did on the C Plus Studios feed, so you can find those on there. But he also has his own now, to where if you want to continue to journey and hang out with Big Daddy, that's where you need to go to celebrate and hear his words of encouragement. I've been listening. He's dropped 2 podcasts so far, and they've been phenomenal. Really looking deep within yourself and deep within your soul and everything like that. This was just something that we felt, we're going on different paths. And when you go on different paths, it's something you have to reflect upon yourself. Like what I want for this brand, what he wants for his brand, that's what it came down to. It was like, what do we want? We want totally different things, and that's okay. That is fine. That is beyond fine. So going forward, got these 2 shows, the Sexy Ninja Cast, the New World Podcast for now. I have other things I'm working on, and if you're wondering, like, where does a Paper Saber universe come into effect? What is that? That's more of my production company itself, how I produce everything and make edit the videos and this and that. Yeah, so that's what this is, man. The C Plus Studios is still going to be in the spirit of bringing you entertainment and bringing you something that you can show everybody. You can show the passion, love, and I've gotten some great feedback from people saying, we love your passion. We love, how nerdy you are. We just love who you are, KMB, and I was just like, okay, cool. Well, that's what we're going to stick to the brand itself, and that is KMB, the Sexy Ninja, bringing you love, passion, my fandoms, and every crazy niche like that. And I got asked another question. I got asked, what will happen to that Juggalo vlog? Well, I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen is I'm gonna convert the music reviews into the Sexy Ninjacast. The Sexy Ninjacast will be the hub for all my loves and fandoms that I love, and it's going to be within this platform itself. Because back in the day when we first started this, we had like the social event, that Juggalo vlog, this and that, just anything and everything we can throw out the wall. We filmed a lot of stuff. We just did this, we did that, and I had to take a step back. And after me and Phil did our own thing, and now we're on our own path, I had to really sit back and be like, what is C Plus Studios? What is it? What do I have to mold it into? And it was a really simple, easy answer. It was like, okay, I got two things here. I got the Sexy Ninja Cast. I got the New World podcast, and the New World podcast is popping off big time, popping off with the bangers, bro. So, and everyone loves professional wrestling. I've been doing the Sexy Ninja Cast. I've done some deep dives on things that I've watched, and I've talked about it. I talked about some music, and I want to make sure that we keep this in spirit because I also go to concerts when I can. And this is because of Colin. He got me to go to shows. We got to go to Camp Zool, which was awesome. We got to go to Gorefest in Denver, Colorado. That's still going to be something, but it's all going to be within the Sexy Ninja Cast. Because the Sexy Ninja Cast is a podcast, but it's also much more than that. It's a vlog cast. It's everything that it needs to be. Reviews, anything and everything inside the Sexy Ninja Cast will be inside you. Sound dirty, but that's fine. So we're keeping it all within one. I'm not going off and shooting like, oh my god, we're gonna do this, oh my god, we're gonna do that. But so and certain Sexy Ninja Casts will happen about music, and because there's a lot of songs that I've come across that I've listened to. Like there's a new Ouija Max song I heard I really like. It's called Clown Love. Some stuff dropped by Scum. The real hardcore, gritty underground shit that I just love that we'll talk about. I'm about to see a movie today. I'm going to review it here for the Sexy Ninja Cast. Going to see Shazam! Fury of the Gods. I am very excited for this movie. I love the first one. I didn't see the first one in theaters, which is funny because DC was on such a roll. Like I think Aquaman was before. I saw Aquaman and I was like, fuck this. I don't want to be fooled again. Then Shazam came out, didn't see it. The wife bought it for me on Blu-ray when it came out, and I watched it and I was like, holy shit. Now I'm kicking myself. Why did I miss this in the theater? This movie's amazing. And Billy's such a relatable character, and just the arc itself. And I love Shazam. Not just from the movies, but I'm a big comic book nerd, as everyone knows. I read a lot of comic books. If you can, you should check out, let me look at it right here. Jeff Johns' run on Shazam, his origin, Shazam Origins, you should check out. I'm trying to find it. There we go. Hold on. The 7 Magic Lands. I would grab it, but it's deep down on that pile. That is such a great Shazam story. Shazam's coming back into the main front because DC's doing this whole like DCU Dawn of DC or something. Yeah, the Dawn of DC. They're bringing back Green Lantern. Happy about that because we haven't had a good Green Lantern book in a fucking long time. No offense to Grant Morrison's run, his volume 1, volume 2, or season 1, season 2. I still don't understand that in comic books, but I just, that was the one Green Lantern run that just put a really bad taste in my mouth. And if a lot of people need to know, I am a huge Green Lantern fan. If you've come to my house, you've seen, or seen videos of me. There's Green Lantern. Star Wars is a big one too around here, but it's just one of those things I was like, finally. And we're going back to Hal, which makes me happy. We're going back to Hal, and there's a Lantern show that's on the in the works. It's going to be Jon Stewart and Hal Jordan base, and it's going to be a buddy cop type show. And I was like, okay, yeah, give me cop shit in space. Why not? It may be. Hopefully, we get some love for fucking Kyle Rayner. Come on, ladies and gentlemen. Kyle Rayner needs some love. That's the ring I have right here, baby. That's my willpower. That's my dude right there. he just gets no love. He gets no love whatsoever. He became one of the biggest and powerful entities in during the Blackest Night and Brightest Day era. He became a White Lantern, got all the color. You know, he was like, yeah. Then they're like, put you back in your corner. Stay there. Stay there. Then he popped back up in Dark Crisis on Infinite Earths, the recent big event that sparked the dawn of the DC universe. And when he showed up, I was like, wait, that's Kyle. Oh God, that's Kyle. Ladies and gentlemen, that's Kyle Rayner. That's Kyle Rayner. And then he's like, get back to the core, and he's like, oh, because he was in this prison or whatever. And I was like, yeah. And then really haven't seen much of him since then. I was like, that's cool. That's cool. And I'm looking at him right now. He you know, Kyle Rayner's always with me, always in my heart, right there. Oh, let's see. There we go. I got my Kyle pop right there. Thanks to my brother. And that's another thing I want to like touch on. Like, me and my brother have kicked around this thing called the 505 Boys. You've probably seen it popped up around here on our TikToks and sometimes YouTube and whatnot. But the 505 Boys, man, I really want to make something out of that, some project, you know. And I like with all this wrestling watching. I mean, I've been diving deep into it, y'all. I'm not gonna get too much into it because you can listen to the New World podcast and see how crazy I've gotten. I've taken notes and stuff like that. I've showed it off here. But also, you know, recently I had to go to the ER. That's why you have my picture on the thumbnails, me in the Bacta tank. You know, that was just because I had to get into Bacta tank because, man, I've been having this problem with my foot for so fucking long. They told me it was gout. They told me it was this. You know, if you look at one of the podcasts I did, the gout night, I was in such a fucking rut because I was like, but like this foot, my right foot has been bothering me so bad. I don't know if there's any foot doctors listening to the Sexy Ninja Cast right now or any doctors in general, but we Saturday morning, 6 a.m. woke up. All of a sudden, the top of my foot was fucking hurting so bad. I was like, all right, come on. And I iced it. I could barely walk, you know, like it was around my ankle. It's just the top of my foot, and it was hurting so bad. And I wrapped it, put some icy hot, nothing. The pain wouldn't go away. Took some Tylenol, nothing was going away. And then I got some actual ice and stuff like that, and I had my foot propped up the whole time, and I'm trying to watch SmackDown, holding my pin, and I'm like shaking the entire time because it's hurting so bad. And I got to the point where my wife, I was like, she's like, you all right? I was like, I got to go to the ER. I don't know what this is. This is unbearable right now. And like tears are rolling down my face. And I'm like, I need to go. And I had to call I called my mom first. So she sent my dad over. My dad had to literally pick up my big fucking ass and haul me to the car because I could barely walk. Like it was bad. And like he had to like come on, fat fuck, you know, roll me in the back. But and then we're driving there. We get there and everything like that. And this chick cuts me off. Like I'm in a wheelchair, like waiting for this chick, right? You know, she's like, and I'm getting very upset because one, I'm in super fucking pain. You know, I need something. Give me drugs. Take the goddamn foot to do it all. You know, this chick cuts in front of me with her mom and friend, and they're like, "What are you here for?" And then she goes, "I have a sore throat, and I'm coughing up blood." And I'm like, "So you have strep? You have strep throat? Like you know, you look fine. Get the fuck out of my way." I was like, God damn it. You know, I'm dying here, man. I'm fucking dying here. And then I finally get in, and then the nurses were cool. All the doctors were cool up here at Flagstaff. But man, the lady's like, what's your scale of the pain? I'm like, fucking 17, 20, something. She's like, it can't be that. We only go to 10, bitch. I don't care. I don't care. I don't mean to be rude. I don't mean to be mean. I just don't care. Please. Lord Almighty, please just help me here. So you know, we finally got in. They strapped me up, and you know, I'm waiting there. My dad's there for a little bit. My dad's bedside manner is terrible. I love you, Dad. I love you more than anything. But his bedside manner, he's sitting there, he's watching TikTok videos while I'm sitting there like, oh God, my foot. And he's like, ha 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 ha, look at him. Ha, 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 ha. And I'm like, Dad, I'm dying here. And he's like, ha 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 ha. He's like, look, ha, ha, ha. I'm like, then my mom came and like she came, switched out with my dad. Then the wife came because what scared me the most was like they were like, "Yo, we gotta watch his heart and stuff like that." I was like, "Oh my God, like what did they find in my foot?" You know, because they did the CAT scan and everything like that. And I got this CAT scan. I got to tell you, the room was fucking cool. Like you look up and there's like little lights or whatnot. It looks like you're going to Asgard and shit like that, you know. And the guy asked me, like, I was like, "Oh man, I feel like I'm going to Asgard. I'm gonna go see Loki and Thor and stuff." And yeah, and then the guy goes, "Oh, what did he say? Are you pagan? Are you pagan? Is I don't know." He asked me. I was like, "No, dude, I'm just a big fucking nerd." But everyone was real cool, man. Then after a while, they got me some okay drugs. Like, how is it? I'm like, I'm still hurting, like really bad. What's the scale? I'm on 10 because y'all won't let me go past that. I'm on 10. Then they brought in the morphine. Woo, baby. I was like, hello. How are you? You can take my foot and shove it up the universe's ass right now. Yeah. But your boy, after all this though, after like 6-7 hours missing work, 6-7 hours in fucking in hell, they could not find anything. Now I gotta get a foot specialist to look at it. They saw a discoloration in my toe and everything like that. They're like, yeah, you know, if you go see this foot doctor, basically, and he's gonna be like, get you an MRI and get in deeper in there because the bottom of my foot still kind of hurts right now. I have pain meds. They gave me some inflammatory whatever pills and everything like that. They got me some oxy. I'm only gonna use the oxy when they really need it, you know, because don't want to be like, oh yeah, oh baby, I am numb. So, but your boy here, he's in his boot. I got the boot. They gave me the boot and walking around, you know, got the crutch, you know, so going to the movies is going to be interesting. Walking in there with my big boot. You can hide a lot of shit in this thing, though. Yeah, shit. I can put like a Red Vines on the inside there and put some beef jerky on the other side so they can't catch me. I'd be like, ah! You know, and this boot. It's funny. It's like when the guy gave me the boot, I was like, hey man, I'm all morphined up. I'm like, you ever see Super Mario Brothers? And he's like, Super Mario Brothers. I was like, yeah, the live action movie with John Leguizamo. He's like, no. And the wife's like, I even haven't. What are you talking about? I was like, that's what the boot looks like. You know, remember they get the boots in the movie and they have to click them and they make them fly all around, the jump and stuff like that. They're like, no, we don't remember that. I was like, damn. Even being even in morphine, I'm like, yo, my Mario boots. I wish I had two because that'd be dope. That like, you could use this for cosplay or something like that. But no one got it. No one got the reference. That's just my life in general. No one gets the reference. I don't work with hardcore like nerdy people. You know, like there's some people that I work with that love movies, but they're not super into it as deep as I am, and it's a little frustrating. But you know, it's that's why I'm glad when me and Doug can hang out. Because you know, me and my wife gets nerdy to a point, but she doesn't go crazy like I do. But it's me and the homie Doug, my best friend. Me and him just go off. Like we can talk for hours. She's like, "What are you guys talking about?" We're talking about everything. We're talking about the Dark Knight again and things we still love about that movie. We're talking about Star Wars. We're talking about this. You know, we're about to go see Shazam. We're probably going to spend like 5 hours talking about that afterwards. You know, how much he hates it or stuff like. But you know, but in talking to Phil's a big nerd at heart too. He is somebody that's introduced me to things that I was like, oh, this is dope. Oh, this is like stuff that's outside of my comfort zone, comic book wise. Like I usually just stick with DC. I usually stick with Marvel. A little like the occasional Ninja Turtles I'll peep into, especially when it comes to Kevin Eastman's The Last Ronin run. But that, yeah, DC and Marvel's where I usually stay. DC more, just because I'm excited what they're doing there. There's a whole new. The Justice League is gone for now, but the Titans are now in charge. Nightwing is put on the forefront of being in charge, and I was like, that's dope. That's dope. Nightwing has graduated. He's a man superhero now. He's graduated to the forefront along with the other Titans, which made me happy. They're building a new Titans tower, and I was just like, damn, dude. And then there's this great scene. I'm not gonna there's this great scene where Nightwing's talking to Bruce. Dick is talking to Bruce, and they're like talking there, and then and Bruce breaks down. He says, "I'm sorry, I failed you. I believed in you, and I all this and that. After this and that, and all of a sudden, out of nowhere, he hugs him, and I'm like." Why can't my child love me like that? I'm like, God damn it, Kathy. And he says, no, Dad, you did everything you could. I love you. And I'm like, damn, that's some damn good writing, Tom Taylor. So as what's going on, that's what happened with my foot. I want to give everyone an update on C Plus Studios itself, because I do get asked what's going on, and you see the cool little logo here, right there. See the new little mascot me? Well, that design's by Katie. Much love, Katie. Much respect. She also created a really cool K&B logo shirt based off the Axe Murder Boys. That's up on our TeePublic. Go check out our TeePublic, man. We got a lot of cool stuff. We got the little guy there too, the real sexy ninja. That she did such a great job with that. She did amazing, and she's a really cool artist. Like I wish I could have the skills that she has. And to everyone out there rocking and grinding in the music world, I'm listening. Trust me. Colin keeps me updated as best as he can. Sends me things that I listen to and everything like that. So to all the underground artists, don't worry. My reviews are coming. They're going to be here. They're going to be here soon. And on 420, if anybody's going to be down in Tempe, I believe, right? Someone correct me. This is where the big 420 show for Twisted's going off. I will be there. I will be documenting. I'll be recording. I'll be trying to get some interviews and stuff like that. I will be there at the 420 Twisted show. I can't wait to see everybody. The roster looks stacked. I'm also going to be, there's a lot of stuff going on in wrestling right now, so a lot more there to come, because I know personally that all the stuff lately has been New World Podcast, because like I said, I've been diving deep and I've been enjoying it. And I've been reading more. I got a review coming for Wonder Woman's Dead Earth that I've talked about before that I still want to still review and stuff like that, because it's such a great story. I read it like 2 more times, and it's such a damn good Wonder Woman story. And that's another thing I'm excited about. I'm excited because if you have not seen Shazam yet, I saw this spoiler, and I know it's on the TV spots, but this is just because I got to get at my brother. He fucking ruined this cameo for me. Wonder Woman, it pops up in Shazam. Exciting. I'm like, oh my God, yes, I'm rocking my Zack Snyder Justice League shirt right now when we go see this movie. And I was like, she's in this? He goes, yeah, man, she's all over the TV spots. I'm like, no, fuck you. No, I watched the teaser trailer, then I watched the actual trailer, and then after that, I don't want to see anything else. I'm going in fresh, but it's kind of cool. It's dope that Gal Gadot's back as Wonder Woman in this movie. I don't know what about moving forward or anything like that. I know, and fucking the internet. They tease Zack Snyder has something going on the 28th, 29th, and 30th of April. Everyone's like, oh my God, this is it. Netflix has bought the Snyderverse. We're going to see the Snyderverse, and I was one of them, because there was somebody at work who's like, did you see what Zach tweeted? I was like, no, what did he tweet? This video from Dark Side and stuff like that. And, and it says hashtag full circle. So I was like, oh my God, ladies and gentlemen, what's going on? SnyderCon. So it's a convention for Snyder's 3 movies, and they'll have Q&A with Snyder and everything like that for 3 days. Man of Steel, BVS, Justice League to close out the con. It's going to be at this little art center, but it's for a good cause, suicide prevention. because with his daughter and everything that passed away and everything like that from suicide, and it's something I feel like it needs. It needs all the support it can. If we got to do a SnyderCon, do a SnyderCon. But I was one of them that was like, when I just heard it was just a con in general, I was like, I'm looking at Ben's Batman right now, and I'm like, damn. That whole thing was mismanaged by Warner Brothers. They're like, no, we're taking the movie away. We're going to a different thing. Then we're going to do that. But man, end credits that will not pay off. Especially when I watch Justice League, the Zack Snyder's Justice League, after 4 hours of glory, and then it's just like you see Deathstroke and Lex and whatnot. I'm like, oh yeah, baby. Then you watch BVS, the Ultimate Edition. It's just like, oh yeah, baby. Oh yeah. There's like, we're going nowhere with these movies. Oh man, it's funny too. Like, I had on one more note, I had somebody ask me like, hey, do you so you like DC movies? Because I told them I was excited for Shazam, and they looked at me like, you're excited for Shazam? I was like, fuck yeah, I'm excited for Shazam. And they go, but it's a DC movie. I'm like, well, let me guess, you're all Marvel all the way, right? She goes, yeah. She goes, I love Marvel. I was like, did you like Ant-Man, Quantumania? She's like, yeah. I'm like, well, then you're dumb. I didn't say that to her. I'm not that mean. I was like, no, Ant-Man Quantumania was garbage. Hot garbage, man. I was like, and I love the Marvel movies. I was there from the beginning. I was there when Iron Man came out. I was there in the cutting room floor, and I saw the end credit scene my friend told me about, Sean McFarlane. Shout out. I was there from ground zero on up to what we have now, and I got to say, they're kind of losing their flavor. And has DC been on the best track? No. But I do enjoy their movies. I enjoyed Black Adam more than I did the new Ant-Man movie. That's frustrating because I was really looking forward to Ant-Man. I was like, oh, Ant-Man and the Wasp? Fuck yeah, let's do this. Kang the Conqueror, go check out my review. It's a very filled with hate review. And you never know. The Shazam Fury of the Gods review I do could be exactly that. So, we'll see. I'm excited though. Going in positive. Got a boot on. Going to sneak that jerky. Going to sneak those red vines and go in there. And then, it's funny. It's like, even though this boot is for a medical reason, I have this boot on. I'm already thinking like, man, would it be cool? Like if me and my brother, the 505 boys, like we go and record this, and he brings a steel chair and he busts this, over the leg and stuff like that. My wife's like, don't do that. Please, that's supposed to be for a medical reason. I'm like, I know, but how cool visually would it look if my brother, my brother came up to me and it hit me in the middle of the store, and we have my little brother holding the camera, and then he bam, and she's like, no, and I'm like, okay, I will listen. I will listen. Man, this was fun. Thank y'all. More Sexy Ninjacast to come, and I'm going to do as much video as possible for the Sexy Ninjacast in the cockpit of the Millennium Falcon. That's where I am. I'm in space, baby. I'm in a galaxy far, far away, and this is where I like to be. This is where I like to be. But I love y'all. I love every single one of y'all. Thank you for rocking with KMB, the Sexy Ninja. Thank you for staying with us. Thank you for keeping C Plus Studios afloat, and more to come. More. I have so many great ideas about things going forward, especially for a Paper Saber universe. I'm very excited about that. Like, I got some stories I'm working on. I have some ideas for an audio adventure podcast. So that's just a tease. I'm not going to full blown be like, I have this, because I've done that before. I have half a book written. I remember I'll find the visual for it. We can share it here soon. But I remember being like, hey, I'm writing a book. Here's the cover, coming soon. Man. And I was like, nothing came of it. I'm doing I was going through some old photos, and I found a Juggalo cast or whatever. I found some other stuff. I found a podcast called Get Clowned. that me and Colin were going to do. We are going to break down Insane Clown Posse records and stuff like that. But it's cool to look at, man. It's cool to see our evolution. Like I get notifications all the time, especially on Facebook, like 5 years ago, 6 years ago, and I remember that infamous day just going to Big Daddy and being like, yo, let's start a podcast. I don't know where, and I had this crazy idea of like, yo, we're going to be super fucking famous, man. Give us 1 year. 1 year passed, got the press. Give us fucking 2 years. 2 years, got the press. All right, no. I swear we're going to be fucking famous here soon. Fast forward about 5-6 years later, not the case. But never give up. Don't give up. If you're getting into this thing, man, just fucking do it. Just you gotta believe in yourself. You gotta believe in what you want. And I think that now more than ever, I know where I'm at mentally. Physically, not so great. That needs to be something I need to work on. That was another project I was thinking about, like a documentary called Rebuilding the Sexy Ninja. That was another project I was thinking of. But thank y'all. Hit up that TeePublic store. Let's get some merch up in this bitch. Much love, much respect. Thank you for joining us. This is the Sexy Ninjacast, brought to you whenever, wherever. I am KMB, the Sexy Ninja. Like and subscribe. Share it with your grandma. Share it with your grandpa. Share it with the bum down at Walmart. And remember, stay sexy, ninjas. Whoop, whoop.
Welcome to the wicked shit.